D-Lo 404 Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to Marlo's Corner, Trey X, and the whole block fam. Some last video I'm gonna make about this fight. We'll talk about Kovalev and Canelo one more time. It's the last video I'm making before the fight. Hey y'all, go over there and check out Marlo's Corner. Marlo should be going live shortly. I'm about to probably within 20 minutes of me dropping this video, he'll be going live if he hadn't already gone live at that time. I talked to Marlo a little while ago. He said he was working on trying to get everything set up now. Definitely go over there and check them out for some blow-by-blow commentary. But what I want to talk about when it comes to that fight, we all saw the way in. We saw Canelo come in absolutely ripped, shredded, looking big for 175, looking like a full-fledged 175-pounder who's been at the weight for years. Can't get any taller though. Even though every time you read a graphic, his height and reach has changed depending on who the opponent is, you know. But the reality is he's not really getting any taller, people. He's still, I think 5'6", 5'7". Now they got him listed at 5'9". They got his reach at like 70.5. We know Kovalev is what he is. Kovalev he struggled on the scale. First time I've ever seen him struggle on the scale. But he came in and I think he missed weight the first time. I think he was like 176. Had on some kind of little necklace around his neck. You know, the man came in confident he was on weight, and then he had to take his necklace off, and it only dropped a few ounces. He still was overweight. Got naked, still was overweight. So then he ended up coming back a short while later and made weight. Made 175, like 175 on the head pretty much. So I think the official weights were like 174.5 to 175 for Kovalev. 174.5 would have been Canelo. But one thing I want to talk about, and y'all forgive me for the background noise. I'm driving right now. I'm going to pick my son up. But one thing for sure is this fight definitely is as far as I'm concerned, a lot of things are stacked in Canelo's favor. You know, there's a rehydration clause that's just now been made. It's official that there's a rehydration clause of 10 pounds. Kovalev couldn't weigh. Neither fighter could weigh over 185 this morning. Of course, I heard when the fight was first being announced that there was a weight clause, and the chatter kind of died down. So I figured, okay, well maybe they didn't implement the weight clause. And matter of fact, I remember Canelo came out and said there wasn't going to be a weight clause, but it turns out that that's not exactly true. So we'll see how much, if any, effect that struggle on the scale and the need to weigh in at no more than 185 affects Kovalev, if at all. It may not affect him whatsoever. As far as my pick, I'm still going with Kovalev by stoppage. I know a lot of people are saying Canelo stopping Kovalev to the body. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it whatsoever. Canelo ain't stopped on a legit contender or a legit opponent in quite some time that he wasn't supposed to stop. And even with that, I remember when he fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who he should have stopped, and he never hurt the guy whatsoever in the fight. So I mean, that man was in the ring looking like Skeletor. But I'm sticking with what I've said in other videos and what I've said in live streams and chats with other people, is that I think for Canelo to make a commitment to go to that man's body, he's gonna pay for it. And I think that if anything, Kovalev, even though he's a taller man, I think he should try Canelo to the body, because Canelo doesn't like it to the body either. And Canelo also has a bad gas tank. And Canelo loves to get rest in fights. He likes to take breaks in the middle of rounds and try to steal the round at the end of the round. You know, and I just don't think Kovalev, under these circumstances, in this situation, he should know that his team should know that he's not going to win a decision. He's not going to win a fair decision. He's going to have to drop Canelo a couple times to get the decision, but he's also probably in a situation where he absolutely needs to have a knockout to win the fight. A la Derevyanchenko versus Triple G, or Otto Wallin versus Tyson Fury, you know, just to mention a few. I mean, even Andy Ruiz in the first Joshua fight. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think that reports were that Ruiz may have actually been down on the cards before the round and he stopped AJ, which was absurd. But that just goes to show how things go when you're the featured fighter, especially when you're dealing with these apps and these upstart apps that definitely, you know, can't afford for their star marquee guys to be taking L's on their app or networks even. But you know, we'll see how it plays out. I'm definitely looking forward to the fight at this point. I'm interested in the to see how it plays out. I'm interested to see what the outcome is in terms of if it does go to the scorecards. But I also want to see how well Canelo takes shots from a big 175 pounder who's been at the weight for many years and who is known as a heavy puncher for that weight division, for that weight class. So once again, just to clarify, my pick is Kovalev by stoppage. And like I said, for Kovalev to get a decision, I think he's going to have to drop Canelo several times. And even then, those may be the only rounds that he'll win on the judges' scorecards. So he has to get a knockout, in my opinion. And I think he has what it takes to get it done. I think it's going to be a stoppage, not necessarily a knockout, but I think they can force a stoppage. When Canelo's taking one of those mini breaks in the middle of a round and tries to relax on the ropes and Kovalev pours it on, they can get him out of there. But Canelo's slick, and Canelo does throw punches off the ropes well, so he could catch Kovalev with a sneaky uppercut. But that said, Kovalev, you know, if he fights intelligently and follows Buddy McGirt's plan or strategy, I think Buddy McGirt's a smart enough trainer to put together a great game plan for a guy like Kovalev to beat a guy like Canelo. But that's all I got to say on it. This is D-Lo 404 Boxing. Once again, go check out Marlo's Corner. I'm out of here. Peace.